Hi, I'm Bob Kurtz, and this is the series Absolutely Amazing, where we try to inspire you, we try to challenge you, and we try to give you some really good instruction, not as technical as simple and applicable, that you can do it and you can start right now doing it and you'll see immediate success. And that's what we're going to do today with improving the length of your driver, how far you hit it. And I know you're interested. So, Bob, I know you're the Iron Man and I know you hold records for playing a gazillion holes in 1 week. Well, stop. Actually, it was 1,850, which is the Guinness World Record. Also, the Guinness World Record for most times shooting your age in 1 day. That was 7 times. Okay, that's being said, but okay. But what gives you credentials to be able to tell us how to hit a driver a long way and have power? Well, okay, how's this? National Long Drive Contest. I actually qualified for the semifinals. A few years ago, I was in my 60s and qualified, and I lost to Goldfinger. The guy that I was playing against looked like James Bond's villain. I mean, the guy had no neck. It just went from his shoulders, went from his ears out to here. And it didn't even swing much. He just took it back, boom, and killed it. You can't beat country strong. If you're country strong, I don't need to talk to you about power. But if you're a normal human being type golfer, well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what is the source of power, and more specifically, let's talk to you seniors. You want to see a senior swing? I'll show you a senior swing. And usually it comes from starting to play golf in your late 30s, your early 40s, where you still are physically strong, but you feel your power in your upper body, especially that right shoulder if you're right-handed. That's where you feel strong. So a senior swing can often look like this. Am I right? Oh. So we got to get rid of that. What we're trying to do is add length and use our legs. Length and use our legs. A few years ago, I qualified for the Champions Tour event in Atlanta, nationwide. I was on the range hitting balls, and I heard a familiar voice behind me. He goes, "Hey, Bob, what you doing here?" Turn around, it's Jack Nicklaus. Jack Nicklaus. And I said, "Hi, Jack," because I'd interviewed him over the years multiple times. We knew each other. Our daughters went to the University of Georgia at the same time. His daughter Nan was on the volleyball team. My daughter Beth was on the golf team. So sometimes when I do interviews, we just talk about our daughters. But what struck me then, Nicklaus probably was in his early mid-60s. Jack Nicklaus, who used to swing with his hands all the way up here. Remember that? And then he'd use those powerful legs and drive through the ball, and he hit it long and high and high. He was asked one time about is his biggest advantage that he has that he can hit a 6-iron as high as the other guys can hit their 9-iron. He goes, "No, my advantage is I can hit a 1-iron higher than they can hit their 6-iron. Wow. He could hit a 1-iron up in the air, drop it on the green, and it'd stop by the pin. Standing behind me, watching him hit, Jack's swing now was short and not nearly as powerful. To Jack Nicklaus's credit, I mean, his record will stay forever. 18 major championships, countless victories over the years. Who will forget his 86 Masters win? But Jack has been back into business and designing golf courses and is not out hitting balls every day and working out and staying trim like he used to be. Remember when he went from being heavy to really trim, and the blonde became almost like Johnny Miller, the blonde bomber. So that's what we're going to talk about. Length and legs. Going back to be Jack Nicklaus when he was in his 20s and 30s and early 40s. Length and legs. So let's hit a ball. what does it take to get length, length, length? Well, first off, you might try putting club behind your back, broomstick or whatever, so that you can see your shoulder turn. It's not to here, it's all the way to here. Secondly, what you, excuse me, what you've got to do is work on where your hands are at the top of the swing. Most guys' hands are right here at 3/4. First off, you got to try to get your hands by your right ear, right here. And eventually, if you can get your hands up to here, above your head, then you're well on your way. So work on length, 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 and then use your legs. Don't hit with your upper body. You take it back with your upper body and your hands and everything, and then you use your legs for power. Okay? That's it. Length and legs. I don't know if you can see that blue flag out there, but it bounced right by the blue flag. That was, again, probably a 275, 280-yard drive for a guy that's in his 80s. And I work at it, that's true, but you need to work at it. You need to, just for your good health, so that you can have a long, full life. Work on your fitness. Get a little bit trimmer. Get a little bit leaner. Get a little bit longer with your swing. And then you will have an absolutely amazing golf experience in your life. And I pray that you have an absolutely amazing life with you and yours.